Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Katie, and today I'm doing a Christian book review on Daughter of Eden. So Daughter of Eden is Jill Eileen Smith's newest release, and let me tell you, I do enjoy Jill's books. I haven't read one in a few years, so it's been quite a while, but I'm so happy that thank you to Baker Publishing and to Jill, because she sent me a copy that was signed because I'm part of her book launch team, which was a total surprise, so a very nice surprise in the mail. All right, so this one, if you couldn't tell by the title, is about Adam and Eve. Eve, like half Adam, half Eve. So going into this book, I thought it was mostly going to be about the Garden of Eden and, of course, like the downfall of Adam and Eve and how they ate the fruit in the garden. Well, it's way more than that. It encompasses pretty much their entire lives. Like, I know Adam, I believe, was over 900 when he passed. We don't know how old Eve was, but it encompasses their entire life pretty much. So we're not just following Eve. We're actually following quite a few different people in this book. We're following Adam and Eve, and then when they leave the garden, of course, they have Cain and Abel, so we have that story in here. We have also like their next born Seth. We have all the way up to Enoch and when Methuselah is born. It doesn't go as far as like Noah and everything, but Methuselah is born in this book and grows up a little bit. So we see quite a few biblical stories in this book. So I did really enjoy it. I did feel like the beginning was a little bit slower, as you know, we're seeing the Garden of Eden. It was still really good, just that like I kind of knew that part. But like going into this, I'm actually reading Genesis right now, so I haven't actually I have read all of the story that this fiction book goes through. But what I love so much about biblical fiction, and especially this one, because like there's so many like known stories that are told, like are more famous stories, like Adam and Eve are more famous in the Bible compared to like Methuselah maybe, who is the oldest man in the Bible. But I like this one because there are parts in it that like triggered memories of like Bible stories that I completely forgot about, or it's been ages since I've read. And so it got me to want to get into God's word and remember like that, yeah, this really happened. And so, you know, that's one of my main reasons why I love biblical fiction, because it gets you to want to read God's word. And especially for people who don't know the Bible, maybe they'll start asking questions, and maybe they'll start wondering, you know, were these people real? Where can I find out and learn more about them? So yes, I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. I honestly can't tell you too much about it because it is biblical stories. If you have never read the Bible, then you know, absolutely pick up the Bible. But this is a great fiction book that kind of encompasses so many stories in one book. Like this is like 300 pages, and you're getting like, I would say like the first 10 chapters of Genesis, 6 to 10 chapters, I think. So yes, so definitely there's parts in here. I don't think there's any, there is triggers of lost ones, but I mean, you're gonna have it when you're encompassing like hundreds of years of growing up. But I thought it was really interesting. It was really interesting to see kind of like, you know, after Adam and Eve ate the fruit, kind of learning, you know, the Lord, of course, was still, you know, there, but to have to learn like how to take care of yourself because you're no longer in the Garden of Eden. You never think about that. Like everything was provided for them in the Garden of Eden. And then once you're out, you're like, you have no idea how to grow your own food. You have to learn everything. And I'm sure God, you know, helped them along the way to help get those ideas. But, you know, just to learn like everything that's completely new and different to you after you spend time in the Garden of Eden. So really, really interesting read. And yeah, so definitely check it out if you're interested in biblical fiction. It was very, very good. And I did, the last half of the book was definitely my favorite of like the first half and the second half, but it was really good. So I hope you pick this up. And yeah, so I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you all in the next video.